The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Anambra State Chapter yesterday embarked on indefinite strike without prior notice, thereby crippled the social and economic activities in the state. According to our source, the marketers were protesting the demolition of some filling stations in the state by the state government. The state government, in a move to stop fuel dealers from erecting filling stations close to residential buildings, had demolished 3 fueling stations located on such sites in Onitsha and Amawbia, near Awka, the state capital. But the marketers saw the government action as unconscionable. The development kept most commuters at home, causing residents to trek to their workplaces later in the day. Buying from the black marketers became the only option left to motorists. One of them, Stanley Nwosu, who spoke with our correspondent, said he bought a litre for N500 at the black market. He said, "This is like a coup d'etat. Nobody had any knowledge of this development. They took everybody unawares. When I learnt about this, I rushed to the NNPC filling station, but there was a long queue there. I couldn't wait and most people couldn't wait too. So we resorted to buying from black marketers where they sold a litre for N500. Also read, Osunbajo orders immediate overhaul of management of SARS, its activities. A cyber cafe operator who gave her name as Uche, said, "My OGA boss went to Enugu State to buy the one we are using now." Some members of IPMAN, while reacting, accused government of malice, saying that the demolition was malicious. A marketer who spoke to our correspondent on condition of anonymity for fear of victimization said the marketers were embarking on the strike to press on the state government to pay compensation their colleagues, whose petrol stations were demolished. He said, "Our pain is that the affected filling stations were built with government approval, but this government has demolished them on the excuse that they were sited close to residential areas, not minding that the owners of the filling stations obtained approval and paid to the government before building them. We are asking for compensation for our members over the demolition of their properties." The Anambra State Chairman of IPMAN, Chief Cletus Obi-Okafor, declined to speak to journalists when contacted. Anambra State Commissioner for Information, Mr. Sidon Adinuba, when contacted on the telephone, declined to comment. Our correspondent gathered that the State Director of the Department of State Services, Yusuf Isyaku, had invited the leadership of IPMAN and representatives of government for a possible resolution of the impasse. As of the time of filing this report at 2:55 p.m., filling stations in the state were still under lock.